welcome. My name is Asad Khan, and you're watching the Ambassador of Peace show on NextTV. I read a beautiful quote of Judge Ruth Ginsburg: "Fight for the right that you care about, but do it in a way that will leave others to join you." What a wonderful woman. I believe that quote is perfectly explained what our guest has been doing. Her name is Adelya Almetova. She is originally from Uzbekistan. She has done in her life so many things that I believe today is we consider she's a perfect example of ambassador of peace. Without any further ado, I will go ahead and invite her and welcome her in this show so we can learn more about it. I can give you more detail about her, but I think it's better to learn while we're talking to her, so that will give us a better understanding about her, all the endeavors she has done in her past. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, when I met you and I understood about what you have done, at the age 12, you started working. That is a very early age to start work. What happened?
So because of my parents' divorce.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah. So I had to start working earlier to help my mother, to help my family. But I think it was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
So things happened for a reason.
Good. For a reason.
And
for
that
good
the
reason.
good thing happened for you. So at the age of 18, you had your first success and you bought investment property. That is too early age as well.
That's true. Yeah. Because I start working earlier age,
Right.
I saved up some money and I didn't know what to do with it. Then I started reading books, motivation books, which
Motivational
is,
books.
yeah. So those books taught me best investment is real estate.
And who was your favorite motivational speaker?
Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon
I still
Hill.
remember that book.
Nice.
Best book, I would say. So then I thought like, okay, I will buy my first property. I will live there, and which is I did. And then I sold it, and I made some money.
I see.
And I thought like, wow, it wasn't even hard to do that. Then I started doing more. So I started buying more. I started renting out. I started flipping it. And one day it gave me freedom. I even didn't have to work because I was getting good enough of income where I could be free. Also, like that freedom helped me to help other people.
Just to recap that, so you did everything back in Uzbekistan, and 5 years back you moved into U.S. And at that time you were not basically fluent in English. You also learned English over here and continued that success in U.S. So obviously you had to go through the professional license and everything.
Yes, of course. So once I understood that I can reach my goals and I can do things in Uzbekistan, which is really hard to reach because of I'm a woman. For women, it's harder to reach, do things over there.
Right.
So I could understand how it works. Just hard work, just discipline yourself, and I did the same thing in US.
I see.
I'm still doing.
Okay. And now, I mean, what we were talking about, that is your mission to support women. So you want to give them the skills and training and development so they can develop those skills and they can earn the passive income.
Yes. Because I could do that and I could find the secrets and I could find like how I can do it. I would love to help the woman like who needs help.
Right.
A lot of women, they don't get education sometimes, right? And they don't know. They give their life mostly to kids, to families, and one day they can lose those things, and they are like without any income. I would love to help them.
Okay. She has two more missions that we're going to cover in very shortly. Let's talk about your profession. What I've seen so far, when people want to become a doctor or attorney, they go through the proper school, they take the BS degree and everything. But I've seen a lot of realtors have been successful just by taking the professional license. So that professional license is more than enough to get qualified for that kind of income?
I wouldn't say that's only getting license is enough. It needs a lot of work.
I see.
Yeah, but of course, getting license, it is hard, but it doesn't take a long time. It just takes 3 months. But of course, after that, it's hard work.
Hard work.
For any work, you need to find
course.
what is the best
Yes. So
way.
basically, you learned those skills while you're working. Is that correct?
Yes. So a lot of people, they even not knowing about real estate anything. Once they get licensed, they get experience, and they become successful if they work hard. In my situation, I did opposite way. I start investing, I start buying, selling, and seeing all transactions, and then I was ready to be real estate agent.
So basically, seems like your objective was doing real estate to invest more, to get get the freedom.
Yes.
I see.
I would say like my life goals are, of course, first being happy, and then being free, and of course helping two people.
Exactly.
And I think I can reach all those with the real estate work.
I see. That's wonderful. Let's talk about what do you think about this market? Is still the investment is a good choice for the people?
Real estate is always good.
I see.
I love real estate. There is no time saying like this time is good to invest or that time. If you're doing short-term sales, yes, you have to look what time is good. But for long-term, if you're buying and holding, doesn't matter if it's like bad timing or good time. You just hold it and you make anyway money. You can make money where like you don't have to work and you get salary from your rental incomes, or like you can sell anytime if you need a big income, big expense, or also like it's good for your kids' future. You can sell anytime, pay for their education.
Exactly. So, I mean, having a license, Virginia, DC, Maryland, where do you recommend people to invest? Which state is better?
I always say like if you want to leave, it's good to invest Virginia.
I see.
Yeah. If you want short-term investments, then Maryland.
I see.
But if you want to do long-term investments, DC is the best place.
So when we talk about investment, we also, the right away the question comes in, I don't have the money. How do I come up with the money?
Okay, there is several ways to do it. First, sometimes there is like some options. You don't have to pay any down payment.
I see.
There is some organizations who can help you with down payments, or like some banks, they have like down payment assistance programs. I see. And other way is like as a first home buyer, you have to put just 3.5% down payment. It won't be much. Save up that money and buy your first property, live for like 1 year, 10 months actually. Then buy a second one same way and keep doing it. And one day you have 5 properties, and which can make you a millionaire, right? In 10 years.
Sounds like a perfect plan. She is rolling in, right? So
trying.
That's good. That's good. I mean, I'm going to go back and forth. I'm just going to take another mission that you have about kids adoption.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why this thing came in your mind?
Because I grew up, of course, without father, but I had my mother, but it was still hard. I could see how it's hard for kids being alone without parents' support. And now I would love to help those kids who is without parents, matching with other parents, or like at least like if we didn't find parents, at least we could help. I'm sure there is a lot of people who wants to do this.
So is this something you want to do from Uzbekistan or in U.S.?
I would start in U.S. I'm planning to start already in U.S. and of course connect with Uzbekistan, because I think I've seen a lot in Uzbekistan, those kids who needs a lot of help.
Okay. Any personal experience with that?
I do have a personal experience. I adopt my sister's kid, but she's my sister's kid.
Course.
So I think it's not a hard thing. Anyone could do that.
Anybody can do that if they have the intention. Other thing is, you mentioned that you want to help senior citizens with their day-to-day errands. Why do you think that they need it?
I love watching people. I love learning psychology, and I always watch how like senior citizens, they alone most of the time. they need help. They need help physically. They need help like daily things. They need help like just supporting emotionally.
I see.
So I would love to help them, and I'm sure not just me. Like there is a lot of people who wants to do that.
Okay.
So I could help them connect.
I see. So I'm just going to go back to the first mission that you mentioned, that you want to develop. You want to develop the skills in women, either as individual or could be a single parent, and so they can start earning the passive income by becoming an investor. So any specific road plan that you have for them, how they can achieve that goal?
Of course, just come to me first.
Okay, that's easy.
Kidding.
That's very easy.
Yeah.
We will have the contact number available for her.
Perfect. So what we could do is like, of course, like they have two ways. They can become real estate agent. I can
Okay.
help with it too. It doesn't take long time. My company is perfect for that. We have
Okay.
really good trainings, Keller Williams. Also, we have other ways, like how I said, like buying their first property, living on it like 10 months, and then buying the next one. For
see.
next one, even they might not need money, because the first one, if you buy
already-
successfully, we can refinance it and
I
take
see.
money out and put the second one.
Exactly.
So if we keep doing that, one day they will be free and they can spend more time with their kids.
The property just has to be in the right place and the right time.
Of course.
Of course. Let's talk about you a little bit about the personal thing, just for the just to get to learn about you for the viewers. One morning, you woke up and you gained about 50 pounds. What would you do?
What I would do?
Yeah.
I would start starving.
Okay.
I would start working out.
You would start working.
Yeah, and probably find right diets.
And obviously, you're never gonna reach to that 50 pounds. That's too much anyway.
No, please not.
Anything that makes you upset.
I would say it's really hard to make me upset. But one thing, I get upset when I see unfair things.
Unfair things.
Yes.
Especially any particular area that you see the mostly.
I would say like at work sometimes. It's just like, I would say outside, you can even, when you watch
I see.
something happens, yeah. We can help those people.
Okay.
Why do we need those non-profit organizations where
I
we can
see.
help? For
Have you ever Googled yourself?
I've done.
And what did you find out?
I found out that I'm famous real estate agent.
Oh, that's good. Any fashion that you do not like?
I would say like when it's not correct matching fashion, or like when it's not good quality fashion.
I see.
That's not fashion already.
Your favorite pet?
My favorite pet could be dogs,
Okay.
but it's not, because I scare a little bit from dogs because of my background. Where I'm from, Uzbekistan, dogs are usually walks outside. They can be
see.
very aggressive.
I see.
And I still scare from that. So I like cats.
Like cats.
Yeah.
Any favorite hobby that you've been doing it or like to do?
Favorite hobbies? Yeah, I love reading. Best thing, I think, good for mind. Yeah, it relaxes person. It gives a lot of ideas.
I see.
And of course, traveling, learning culture, and making happy people.
Exactly. So I'm going to rephrase that quote I read from Judge Ginsburg, that do it in a way that will lead others to join you. So she is looking for volunteers to support her cause, to support women, develop skills, to support kids adoption, as well as supporting seniors so they can live a better life. There are so many seniors, elders, they do not have a retirement plan. So they are living a miserable life. They need support, so that anybody can help them. And obviously, she's working on that goals to achieve, and she will have the road plan pretty soon available with her non-profit organization. Any message you want to give to our viewers?
If you're interested, helping to other people, and of course, being free for the real estate.
It's volunteer, yes.
Yes, join me. I can help whatever I can help with. I'm sure first you will be joining me.
Of course, I will.
So thank you. Thank you for your
very
time.
much for taking your time and coming here.
Thank you.
I'll hope you enjoyed that show and very informative, and just support her cause, and because I think that's everybody should be helping everybody. And until we meet another ambassador of peace, goodbye and thank you.
Thank you.